in America. Al Sharpton now has a live stream, and WURD Word Radio. But this Power 88. I don't know. They had conversations on there, and they were talking about trying to save Nevada from what it's done. And money is going to get cut and programs are going to drop. Simply why? Because those programs truly never had the money or the funding. I'm concerned about the disproportionality. As an individual who can come in and who's participated at the public level of engaging in oversight and policies, the policies are very restrictive to black people in America, all across America. Know that, you know, Stephen Hirschford is the senator. And then we have a black AG. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, the AG is over, policies that could be restrictive or could see the state in a negative light. Well, my grandbaby's calling me. Just a minute. What's going on? Oh, you need your hands clean? Okay, tell Uncle. Go tell Uncle to get your hands clean. Go tell him. He'll do it. I'm on my show. Uncle T? Yes, Uncle T. Thank you. Go tell him. Hey, Tyler! Hey, Tyler! You see, she can talk. Tyler! Tyler! Naga needs her hands cleaned. Tyler! Yeah, call him. Tell Uncle to do it. Yes, and so we have to know that we are forced to be reckoned with. Let's just deal with this diversity thing that they got on, and let's deal with the NBA. The NBA, what if NFL, all these sports professionals, and even when we go to boxing, let's understand how much money was made, how they deal with diversity and equity and that. I'm just trying to understand. In America, we're here, and we're not going anywhere. Know that. Know that we're living in America. And as Kanye West says, hey, he knows, what's going on. He's understand how to pull the change. And, he was on Piers Morgan's show. I thought it was hilarious. He said, let's make an agreement prior to the show. So they agreed that every time Kanye felt his point was not getting across, he'd just break out and start singing. And then Piers agreed to that. So they were talking. Hello, Jason. And Kenda. Hello. And anyways, I don't like good at pronunciation. Probably because, reading was not my great thing. Phonics is real. But he started singing. And then Piers said, oh, I'm sorry. Kanye, did you want to finish your statement? And then Kanye went on about his business. I'm saying that there are rules of engagement. It was Piers Morgan and, that British guy. And he was talking to Kanye West. And so I thought it was hilarious because the rules of the game had been established. Question, this is just a question. Does anyone have a plush of Sonic Holdings? No, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. People collect all kind of strange things, I'm telling you. And that's just real. We just have to understand that, people get fetishes and they start collecting and, no, I don't know that one. No, not at all. But, make things, worth money. Yes, I am a grandma. Thank you. Hello from Canada. Hello. And now I'm going to say hello, bonjour. Now I'm saying hello. From Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, because I'm in Las Vegas. And I'm saying, we've had so many beautiful entertainers. And, when Tina went over there to Sweden and then she passed away, I'm just understanding, this is America. But you see, black people don't have access to the entertainers anymore. Well, thank you so much for it. I'll say that's a compliment because God blesses you for sharing empowerment. And I'm going to say you can share my show and understand I do have a podcast. It's Parent Empowerment, half an hour over there on Spotify. I'm promoting my own show because you know what? They just not going to let me have it. And I'm saying, no, you don't. It's God. It's a God thing, right? And so I have over maybe 600 or 700 shows. But then I'm Citizen Anderson over there on Podbeam, and I like Podbeam. Why do I like Podbeam? Because it has like 10 different spaces, and anybody can call in and be on your show. But I've met some really, really good people out here in the ethos. And really, when someone is in your path, they're supposed to meet you. And you're supposed to understand what you're supposed to be doing with that person. Don't let a opportunity pass you by, because everything happens for a reason, and it's just the season. And I'm saying, in America, know who you are and understand the gift. The gift is life. And what you do with the gift is crucial. It's important. It's critical. Hello, hello, everybody. Everybody's got a thing. They soon ought to know how to handle it. Will soon they're reaching out in vain and always worrying about smiling face. Someone probably didn't like my singing, but hey, it doesn't really matter. If you are willing to put yourself out there looking however you are, then you only make yourself look foolish. And I'm all for people knowing who they are, and for people who who see themselves, oh well, hey, gray hair is gray hair, and when you get it in one place, it's every place. It's not nothing. I mean, but if that's your fetish, now what can I say? It's real. And they're hiding all these things. What is this? Show this, hide this, show this. I don't have mediator. But you people, I mean, somebody, Vapor, is kind of crude. But hey, if that's what he's thinking about all the time, I really can't help it. That's his fetish, not yours. Because I don't have one. And, the deal is that in 2025, what are you looking like? And who are you? And truly, where's your direction? Where are you going? Because, that, what's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Is real. And boy, you really have a fetish with that thing. I'm not going to keep on. You just, listen, Mafia Vapor, enjoy your fetish. And that's just real. In America, or all over the world, you're only going to be seen as who you choose to be seen as, and that's just real. And some people, these messages that you guys type while I'm screaming, they really don't show up after the stream. After the stream, people can make comments, and they have this thing under control. It's considered a lockdown, and it is real. Let's see what. I don't even understand where you're coming from, Mafia. But if you have experience in this area, well, then you can share with the public, because I'm out here talking about what? I'm out here talking about public education, and I'm not going to hide your comments. I'm going to say you have a problem, and whatever it is, enjoy eating the pizza. Because everybody don't do that, and that's just real. But you got to be who you are. And everybody doesn't have a hang up around, intimacy, but you might. And it appears that, that might be your fetish, but hey, you can keep on talking about it. And I hope you, enjoy your fantasy. That's what I'll say. But I came out here to talk about public education and children in special education, and people who don't really understand that they have rights, human rights, for human development. And you see my hair? That's what it looks like, because I flat ironed it. Yeah. And I don't have to worry about that down there. Yeah, it's just real. Because it's still there. That's just real. And you'll never know. That's what I'll say. Stopped dating long ago. Mm-hmm. But there are people out there that are just, caught up in whatever little niche they got stuck in, a little tiny little place, and couldn't go beyond that. And I see that in people who have had freaky kind of relationships, and then the next relationship they were looking for had to be that little freaky, because they couldn't get past where they were, and so they want to go there again, and it doesn't necessarily work with everybody. And that's what you have to understand. So that's why you limit yourself to your relationships and what you expose yourself to. And that's just real. Otherwise, you get caught up like this mafia vapor. And he thinks about, you know, what's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 all the time. He thinks about it all the time. And I said, oh, I feel sorry for you because obviously that's not something you're getting. But in America, where so many people are just caught up, and they really are entitled, I'll say. But in early start for education, if you can't read, there are so many people that are locked up in the public facilities that we're all paying for, but they can't comprehend the King's English because they can't read. But now you don't have to worry about reading because, Adobe, it'll read it to you. And pages, even pages, on, Apple software, will read to you. Sure will. I just hope that you comprehend what you're listening to. And so many people didn't understand the Community Service Block Grant and the McKinsey-Vento Grant. And all of those grants were required to be renewed from all of the 50 states when the Big C happened. And then they realized, what did they realize? They realized that, they had not been doing the work. And the federal government keeps on asking for what? The data. And as the data does not exist, it is unfortunate because, they wanted to know what would they do if they didn't have the data. And I can tell you, the federal government had a workshop on American Rescue Plan, and it told people that it could pull the money back and give it to a state that was willing to do the work. And I'm telling you, who has to be willing to do the work is the people who look like you. And everybody has to participate. And that's just real. It's unfortunate that we put people in places where they probably should have never been. And that's unfortunate. But it really doesn't matter because the maintenance of effort is required by all the states. Hey, sure. Nothing on my lips. It looked like there was something on my lips before. I want to make sure there's nothing there. Because you could have, like, whatever. Remember when Rudy Giuliani was talking? And it was funny as hell. Because the ink was rolling down his face. He's sweating. Oh, he's sweating bullets. And I'm saying, but he should have been sweating bullets. Because guess what? He had to pay those women. And I'm saying, whatever justice system we live under is a system that was created by people who didn't look like you. And failure, what can I say, is not an option in America. But I have advocated for some people and prevented some, what do you call those, expulsions. And I remember myself and Yvonne Kemper Wilson, we took on a case at the county level because, all states are supposed to have a county level to appeal a suspension or expulsion. And when they have not created that level of appeal, then it's a violation of your civil rights bill. They had over 100,000 children here in Nevada who were moved. What happened? Time to go? All right. Have a great day. My son's getting ready to go to work. And, see? Big guy. And over 100,000 children who had moved through the harbor. And, they presented it. But it's not like they went into detail at the legislative level. But I think anybody could request that information to get the understanding of how many children were removed from their gifted and talented placement for life. And understand what I'm saying. That if you had fallen under certain categories, they would take you out of your gifted and talented placement for life at the age of 11. At the age of 11, you lose your opportunity to learn. And then they put you in what? An alternative education program. And who was required to go through the process of requests for proposals? Well, depending on who had, legislatively, they make things happen here. And, Tyrone Thompson, he did have a SOS program, I understand, but I don't even Save Our Children or whatever, Save Our Souls, whatever it was. But, somebody told me about it, but briefly, I didn't know anything about it. But he was over the Read by Grade 3 initiative in the state of Nevada. And I had attended a workshop with the NAACP out there in historic Westside at a community center. It's unfortunate that my video was altered by Nevada's people who do third-party oversight. And they said my video had committed an illegal operation, and I didn't quite understand. But that was the first time my videos had created a legal operation. And then from that point on, I was restricted. And from that point on, I had to file a complaint against the state to say that they were violating my civil rights. I have a right to freedom of speech, religion, and thought process, boo. And nobody can restrict it. But when they didn't go back on your Facebook page and go back to '08 and say that you posted something that they want you to take down, and I'm saying, oh, you must got me twisted. I'm just not the one. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying when I can buy a printer, that printer from Epson, the one that, the check is promoting, that collects everything in the cloud and doesn't allow you to print and controls who can print in your home. I'm saying, oh, boo, you just don't even understand. I already got ripped off for $11,000. Eventually, fraud is fraud, and when fraud catches up with you, Billy, you just might as well kiss that goodbye, because when fraud is fraud, people are, punished, and that's just real. You should go to the Department of Justice website and see who's being criminalized for fraud, because fraud is real. But the whole thing is that they have a Head Start program here, and it's unfortunate that they stretch the income thing to allow people to come in. But you better understand the federal government doesn't stretch. They don't. But if you have a health issue, reason why you would be in the program, they let you on in. Same thing for WIC. It's health based. It's not necessarily income based. And I'm saying people don't understand that we are living in a nation that was created for the betterment of American citizens, and you forgot. As an individual, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then we did have the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment of the Constitution, but we still have the First Amendment and the Second Amendment, and all of those amendments before that. And perhaps you should just choose to sit down and listen. And guess what? You ain't got to read it, boo. No, because Adobe just reads it to you. And you can download it because this device is just awesome. It's an awesome device. And it just will do what? Promote you, boo. As you are a force to be reckoned with when you choose to be a force. And I'm saying, it is we the people, and it is whatever you may not approve or appreciate, but my child was never going to fail public education, the one that they said was severely. And I'm saying, oh no, boo. But I want to tell you, when he was in middle school, middle school high, because he went from a 7th, 8th grade from a 7 to 12 program. We didn't leave that school. We were there forever until graduation. He graduated with a 101 aid, a laptop, and above proficient, but he was assessed as a special education student that was severely MR. Well, what does that mean? I can't imagine. Can you imagine what is severe? I'm just trying to understand. What is special education if it is nothing more than the federal government holding the state's feet or ass to the fire because they have to provide you with a service? How unfortunate that you would not understand that special education is just the golden ticket, boo. It's the golden ticket. Golden. It's the golden ticket because, well, that's what Trump is trying to get rid of. Didn't you understand? He wants to get rid of the federal oversight piece that would have opened the door for you. But it was only created because they could close the door. Those black codes and all those other things that were created from state to state. And they want to say, oh, it was never ratified. Boo, did you think I was waiting for the ratification? I'm sorry. I don't care, because we as Negras are living all over America. And we as Negras are all in every facet of America. And we need to understand what would be the appropriate song to sing right now. Oh, I don't even know. If I knew some of Kendrick's stuff, I would. But the deal is, hello, Mr. Smith, I would sing some of it, but I don't. But the songs that I used to like, were, oh, the Isley Brothers, Search for Atlantis, or, Starship. But, I really did like Some of Snoop, but some of that other. I thank you for the compliment. You know, the older we get, it's a seasoning. You know what I'm saying? I'm 66, so I'm just seasoned. And I was blessed. My mother was a beautiful woman too, and she passed at 85. So I'm just hoping that I get those extra years at 66. I got a ways to go. And, you know, beauty is only skin deep because some people are just beautiful and I think they're beautiful. But then, oh, but what is this with this obesity thing? Because, you know, Nevada has passed they're trying to move forward legislation where they can have the surgeries, you know, and how much those surgeries cost. And I'm saying that's quick surgeries. It's kind of like, you know, they told me I had breast cancer. And I said, okay, well, you know, and they said, oh, they knew exactly where it was. But when they got there, it wasn't there. And then they said, well, we'll have, if you don't want to take the medicine, you just have to have the full removal. I said, well, go ahead, take it. They took it. And then guess what happened? They didn't find anything else. And so here I am, some 20 years later, and still blessed and highly favored. So here we are, since 1964, boo, and people would live during these times and trials and tribulations, but know this, never have understood. Well, thank you. And you're probably young, because I'm 66. I'm like grandma's age. I'm probably your mama's age, and that's just real. But you're supposed to love the people, you know, but you're really supposed to love the one you're with. So you just have to, you know, if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you with. That was a good song too. It really was. There's so many songs that are awesome, but you know how they have us wrapped up in this shit about copyright? Oh, well, congratulations, 64. I'm 66, and that's real. And I am 5'10", and we're size 6. What now? Oh, there's none in there? Well, it does exist. Just a minute. I've got to be back. Come on. I'll get it for you. All right. Well, let's just do it. Okay. Stay right here. What'd you use? Let me use the toilet paper. Okay, that was real. My grandbaby said, Grandma, what happened to the toilet paper? Somebody didn't put it in the bathroom like them other boys. When you have boys, it's just different. They have to learn to do all of that daily routine, cleaning, and whatever. Everything is a choice, though. And we've lived all this time. And I'm saying no. We have baseball, football, we have wrestling, we have all this sports entertainment. And Nevada is bringing the Oakland A's here to Nevada because we already got the Raiders. Do you understand? Oakland A's and the Raiders here in Viva Las. And then we have Mike Tyson. But you know, Tyson is selling Mary Jane. No, he's just doing a different thing. And because maybe this administration will legalize the MJ. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be great because it's better than the, you know, the medication that they give you. I remember when I was in Sacramento and I was going to Kaiser and they would give me 180 Norcos and every time I went to the doctor, so every 3 weeks. And I'm saying, oh no, they want me to sign this paper saying that I was not selling the Norcos. And I'm saying the pain pills that you take only alleviate the pain for like 4 hours and then it's right back. But I promise you, when you come to Nevada or a state that's legalized the conversation, I'll be right back. Yes. Huh? I want to sit in my lap. Oh, then that limits my conversation. You don't care, huh? And here we are. It's lap time. I'm sorry. Probably have to get off my conversation. This is my grandbaby. Now I gotta say hello. Hello, everyone. Yep, this is my grandbaby. My only grandchild. And we're just doing what?
And my mom, where her lived was her mom.
Okay. She's just explained that her mother's with her mother. And you are with what? Your dad, right? Right now. We have to accept responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So now, she just told all the business. And I'm saying, all they know is money. All who know is money. No, you just don't even get it because we are representative money. Every person that's living in America under the census is counted, especially people who look like us. And if you have children or you're pregnant, more money comes to the state. And then when those dollars come back to the state, we pretend that we don't have to participate in the oversight.
But when your eyebrows be dirty, you gotta wash them.
Yes, of course, you would have to wash them. And so we all have an obligation to step up and participate. So,
But when you have eye boogers, you will definitely need to clean them.
Well, I think so too. But that's only early in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
eye boogers.
Yeah, I know. Eye boogers. That's what she's talking about. Can you say ABCs? Well, let's just sing that first.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, K,
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Time won't you sing with me? Oh, yes, that's awesome. Did you not know that's awesome? Yes, of course. Yeah. And but you know, I don't get it because it's 2025, and Malcolm certainly said that we didn't need to.
But my grandma old and my dad grandma old.
Yes, I am old, but I truly don't understand why Malcolm.
But you gotta go to the hospital first.
Well, not today. But we just need to pay attention to our health and eat what? Healthy? What is eating?
Like me.
Yeah, what is eating healthy?
French fries is not healthy.
French fries are not healthy?
No.
What is healthy?
My mom makes me healthy potato French fries.
Does she really? Oh, that's awesome.
You gotta eat that, what my mom makes me.
Yes, and your dad too, right?
My mom eats healthy. Her make me get me her healthy French fries.
Yeah, healthy French fries. Oh, that's awesome. I like healthy French fries too.
You don't eat healthy French fries. You eat what I eat.
Well, I'm trying to eat better. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's good, right? So, what were we talking about? Public education.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And you see, she's 3 years old. 3.
I want to sing. I want to send them emoji to them.
You want to send an emoji to? I don't know how I don't know how that does. How do you do that?
You press this.
Okay. Is it that one?
No.
No. Is it that one?
This.
It's not really coming up. See? Mine's different. Mine's different.
Why is the green in the sky?
Well, we pick the green screen and we have to pick no screen. You see? That's the one thing that does change. Right? And because I don't know what this one does. Oh, I don't know. But what are you trying to change? That's retouch. When you do retouch, nothing happens, you see? Because we're not on the phone, we're on a video. So we're making a video. Shh, Naga and Grandma making a video. Yes, it's different.
I make the bunny inside my hat.
Well, when we do a phone call, I think you can make the emojis. Yes.
I want to make emojis.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to get off. Say goodbye to everybody who
Bye.
logged in. And say, follow my grandma.
Follow my grandma.
She's on Parent Empowerment half an hour.
And her friend is always good.
And my what is what?
Your friend.
Is always what?
Your friend down the street.
Okay. Oh, yes, my friend down the street. Okay. We're going to say, catch my podcast on Parent Empowerment half an hour on Spotify. Because people are talking. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
There you go. See?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Test time, won't you sing with me? Amen. That's great. All right, we're going to go. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Click and